Okay, we're getting images now from Greece in Athens, where the Prime Minister has reached his hotel. Remember, he arrived just a short while ago, and we can see those images of the diaspora, which is waiting for Prime Minister Modi at the moment. You can see images of the Prime Minister who has reached the hotel. So those are images, of course, coming in from outside the hotel in Athens, Greece, where the Prime Minister is expected to arrive shortly. He just landed a short while ago in Athens, Greece, for a one-day visit to, of course, the European nation. This is the first visit by an Indian Premier to Greece in 40 years. The last visit was in 1983. And now Prime Minister Narendra Modi has landed. You see those images of the Prime Minister there walking across the road to greet members of the Indian diaspora who've been waiting over there for hours to greet Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is outside the hotel in Greece. Narendra Modi, as he walks across the road to greet members of the Indian diaspora in Greece who've been waiting to greet him and welcome him to Athens as he arrived just a short while ago in the European nation. He's here on a one-day visit. He will be having a bilateral meeting with his Greek counterpart. There will be an engagement with the business community and business leaders of Greece. There will be the signing of several agreements in the aspects of trade, investment, defense. Greece is also expected to seek India's support in building its seaports and airports as well. A very significant visit there. Many see it as a countermeasure to, of course, China's growing influence in the Mediterranean. Remember that Prime Minister Modi is in Athens on the invitation from his Greek counterpart. He arrived here just a short while ago. He was in South Africa earlier attending the 15th BRICS summit. He had a packed schedule over there as he engaged with leaders of the BRICS nations, and the BRICS also, of course, announced its decision to expand the bloc by 6 countries. 6 new members of the new bloc were welcomed. And now Prime Minister Modi is in Greece. He's also expected to have a meeting, have an engagement with the Indian diaspora later as well. Geeta Mohan is joining me over the phone line right now. Geeta, we're seeing images of the Prime Minister greeting members of the Indian community in Greece. He, of course, is here on a one-day trip, but a very packed schedule at that.
Well, that's right. See, the Indian diaspora in Greece, in Athens, quite excited about Prime Minister Modi's visit, and you'll see that they will be chanting Modi, Modi, and the fact that this is a long overdue visit by an Indian premier is not lost on anyone. Paulami, after his arrival at the airport, he will be headed to the tomb of the unknown soldier, and he will lay a wreath over there, as well as receive guard of honor again, this is an official visit by the Prime Minister to Greece. So it is going to be a very important one, followed by ceremonial reception and meeting with the President of Greece. Again, ceremonial reception and meeting with Prime Minister of Greece, followed by press statements. So he is beginning a very tight and packed schedule. It's a day visit, a day-long visit. And in the day-long visit, we are looking at very important engagements, not just with the Indian diaspora, but like I pointed out, the business lunch and engaging with business communities is also some other prominent personalities from Greece is going to be important. While the Indian diaspora and members of the Indian community are welcoming him at the hotel, he is also to interact with them later in the evening ahead of his departure from Athens. So a packed schedule, it's a minute-by-minute count from his journey from South Africa to Athens, to the whole day that will be packed with guard of honor, ceremonial receptions, major engagements with the government, press statements, and of course the business community conversations. Two aspects that Ambassador of India to Greece, Rudrendra Tandon really highlighted were the conversations surrounding trade, economics, and investments, as also cross-border terrorism, which, according to him, is generally forgotten as threat to international peace and security. Countries normally consider cross-border terrorism as a bilateral or a regional security issue. But in the larger perspective, it has become an issue of threat to international peace and security, which is what is going to be highlighted by India, since India faces much of these issues and concerns in the region, particularly from the Western neighbor. So that certainly is going to be an important aspect. But we will have to see what the takeaways of the conversations with Greek businessmen and Indian businessmen are really going to be. What are the practical ways and levels of engagement that can really translate into strengthening of economic ties between the two countries? So important engagements ahead, and it begins with Prime Minister Modi being made to feel at home with none other than the Indian community waiting to receive Prime Minister Modi at the hotel.
Right. Geeta, thank you so much for bringing us all of those details. So those images of the Prime Minister there being greeted and welcomed to Athens by members of the Indian community in Greece.